Hello, we were discussing in previous lecture about CPU, Central Processing Unit. Now we will discuss Arithmetic Logic Unit. What is the Arithmetic Logic Unit? The ALU, Arithmetic Logic Units, performs all the four arithmetic arithmetical, that is plus, minus, division, multiplication, and some logical, that is less than, greater than, equal to, less or equal to, greater or equal to, and so on operations. When two numbers are required to be added, means you want to add two numbers, then these numbers are sent from memory. Okay, if you want to add two numbers, then these numbers are sent from memory to ALU devices, arithmetic logic unit, where operation takes place. Okay, and the result is put back in memory. The same way, another arithmetic operations are performed, means for subtraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, you can do. Means when you want to add two numbers or subtract two numbers, you divide two numbers or multiply two numbers, then these numbers are sent from memory to ALU, and then addition, multiplication, division, and so on takes place, and the result which is obtained is put back into memory. Okay, and for logical operations, the numbers to be compared, means you want to compare 4 and 5, which is greater with respect to other numbers or less with respect to other numbers. Okay, then for logical operations, the numbers to be compared are sent from memory to ALU, where the comparison takes place and the result is put back into in the memory. And one important thing is that the result of the logical operations is either true or false. Okay, the result of the logical operation is either true or false. So this is about ALU. Now we will discuss third part of the computer, that is output units. The output unit is formed by the output devices. The output unit is formed by the output devices. Okay, and this devices is attached to the computer. Okay, this devices, that means output devices, is attached to the computer. The output coming from the CPU is the output, important note, the output coming from the CPU is in the form of electronic binary signals. Okay, once again, the output coming from the CPU is in form of electronic binary signals, which needs conversion in some form, which can be easily understood by human being. that means characters, graphicals, or audio visual. This function of conversion is performed by the output unit. Okay, this function of conversion is performed by the output units. And some popular output devices are BDU. Popular output devices are BDU, means visual display unit, printer, plotter, speech synthesizer, coder, etc. These are the output devices. So we have discussed three part of the computer: input unit, central processing unit, CPU, and output unit. Now the most important part of the computer is memory. So we will discuss now memory. If a computer has a brain, memory is called the brain of the computer. If a computer has a brain, that means CPU, then it must also have the faculty which we call memory. The memory of a computer is most unlike human memory. A human memory, a human being can remember stored informations. Okay, can remember stored informations, means which is stored in mind for a long time, whereas a computer cannot remember stored information for a long time. Its memory is temporary, means computer's memory is temporary, and it cannot remember anything after it is switched off. Means if computer is switched off, then it cannot remember anything. The memory of a computer is more like a predefined working place. Okay, the memory of a computer is more like a predefined working place where it temporarily keeps information and data to facilitate its performance. Where when the task is performed, okay, when the task is completed, it cleans the memory and memory space. It cleans the memory and memory space, and memory space is then available for the next task. Okay, when the task is performed, it cleans the memory and memory space is then available for the next task to be performed. When the power is switched off, everything stored in the memory gets erased and cannot be recalled. Okay, when the power is switched off, then everything stored in the memory gets erased and cannot be recalled. Okay, the memory of a computer is often called main memory. The memory of a computer is often called main memory or primary memory. Main memory is called primary memory, and it is generally the component of CPU. In figure you see it is attached with the computer. Now We will discuss what is the memory cell, bit, byte, what is the bit, what is the byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte. A memory cell may be defined as a device, okay, as a device which can store a symbol selected from a set of symbols, okay, which can store a symbol selected from a set of symbols, and each of these cells are further broken down into smaller parts, and which is known as byte, not byte but known as bits. Then it is important, what is the bit? A bit means a binary digit. You know, binary digit, that is 0 and 1 are the binary digit. A bit means a binary digit, that means either 0 or 1. A number of bits are together used to store data instruction by their combinations. See the memory cells figure. This is put cells as 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 and bits, cell is 0, cell is 1. So you can see in figure and understand what is the bit, what is the cell. Now a bit is an elementary unit of the memory. This is important, elementary unit of memory. What is the elementary unit of the memory? Then answer will be a bit is the elementary unit of the memory, and a group of 8 bits, okay, a group of 8 bits is called a byte, and a group of 4 bits is called a nebula. Okay, a byte is the smaller unit which can represent a data items or a character. Other units of memory are, okay, other units of memory are kb, that is kilobyte, mb megabyte, gb, that is gigabyte. 1 kb means kilobyte means 2 to power 10 bytes, that means 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte means 2 to power 10 kilobyte, means 1024 into 1024 bytes. And 1 gigabyte means 2 to power 10 megabyte, that means 1024 into 1024 into 1024 bytes. Since computer main memory, and main memory is called primary memory, is temporary, secondary memory space is needed to store data and informations permanently for later use. Okay, since computer main memory, which is known as primary memory, is temporary, so second memory space is needed to store data and information permanently for later use. Okay, now the two most common secondary storage media are floppy disk and the hard disk. Okay, So this is about the memory. And now we will discuss hardware and software. What do you mean by hardware and software? You know its definition very well, but we remind you once again. A computer system also consists of hardware and software for its proper functioning. Hardware represents the physical and tangible components of the computer. That means the components that can be seen and touched. The component that can be seen and touched, that is the hardware. Input devices, output devices, CPU, floppy disk, hard disks, etc. are the examples of computer hardware. Okay. Now, software. Software is nothing but it is the set of programs. And what is the program? It is the set of instructions. Okay, program means a set of instructions, and software means software represents a set of programs that govern the operations of a computer system and makes the hardware run. Okay, makes the hardware run. And software can be classified into three categories, that is operating system, language processor, and application software. These are called as system software. Okay, operating system, language processor, and application software, and these are called system software. Now we will discuss one by one what is the operating system, language processor, and application software. Here we have operating system. This is very easy. Hardware is not is hardware is nothing but designed machinery. A machine is ultimately a machine only. Okay, a machine is ultimately machine only which is always made to work. What is machine? Works. Machine is made to work. In case of computers, it is either as if we do that or some other which does it for us. This is the important point. In case of the computer, it is either as if we do that or some other which does it for us. This some other is nothing but our operating system. Okay, this some other is nothing but our operating system. An operating system is a program. Okay, an operating system is a program which acts as an interface between a user and the hardware. Okay, operating system is just like our secretary. Operating system is just like our secretary. As the boss gives orders to his secretary, and its secretary does all the work for his boss. In the same way is the operating system. Secretary himself decide how to do, what to do, when to do, etc. In the same way, we pass our orders, requests to operating system, and the operating systems does it for us. It's clear? Operating system itself decides how to do, what to do, and when to do. So the operating system is just a device which perform all our works. Okay, this is very simple, and you know this, you know about this, we once remember it all. And this is all about of today class. Thank you.